Hello and welcome back to ENG. In the previous video, we had an introduction on reported speech. This video is about the rules to be followed to change direct speech to indirect speech. Kindly share this video to those who might find useful and also share your suggestions about this video in the comment box. Let's get into the video. There are various rules to be followed to change direct speech to indirect speech. The first one is the change in tenses. If the tense in the reported speech, that is in the direct speech, is simple present tense, we have to change the tense to simple past tense. If the tense in the direct speech is simple past, we have to change it into past perfect. If in the direct speech it is past perfect, there is no change in the indirect speech. Now, if the tense in the direct speech is present continuous, we change it into past continuous. If it is past continuous, we change it into past perfect continuous. If it is past perfect continuous, again there is no change. We use the same past perfect continuous. Next, if the tense in the direct speech is present perfect, we change that to past perfect. And we already saw that if it is past perfect, there is no change. So this is the major thing that we have to remember while changing direct speech to indirect speech. That is the change in tense. The next rule is change in verbs. That is, if in the direct speech it is either is or am, we change it into was. If it is are, we change it into were. If it is either was or were, we change it to had been. If it is has or have, we change to had. If it is will, we change to would. Can will be changed to could. Shall will be changed either to should or would. It is depending upon the sentence. We will understand as we go to the chapters and practice various exercises. Next, may will be changed to might. The other one is must. Must will remain the same. Must will remain must. So the next change is change in verb. The first one is change in tenses. The next one is change in verbs. The next change is words to be changed. That is, in the direct speech, if you get these words, that is, which is on the left side, if it is now, it will change to then. If it is this, it changes to that. If it is these, we change it to those. If it is here, it is changed to there. If it is thus, it is changed to so, and ago is changed to before. So the first one we saw, the change in tenses, next the change in verbs, and the third one is the change in the words. Next, today will change to the next day, tonight will change to that night, tomorrow will change to that the next day, yesterday will change to either the previous day or the day before, last week will change to the previous week, next day will change to the following day. Next, there are various connectors. When we change from direct speech to indirect speech, you would have understood in the previous video how the direct speech varies in indirect speech in the written form. That is, in the direct speech, we have various punctuations like the comma and the open inverted commas and the close inverted commas. When we change it into indirect speech, we have to use a few connectors to remove those punctuations. So, what connectors do we use? If the reported part, that is, the part of the sentence which is within the inverted comma, is a declarative sentence, the connector that we use is that. For declarative sentence, we use that. if the reported part, that is the part of the sentence which is within the inverted comma, if it is an interrogative sentence, we have two types of interrogative sentence. One is the WH questions and other one is yes or no type of questions. So we have two types of interrogatives. So the first one, if it is WH question, we use the same WH word. If it is what in the direct speech, we use what. If it is which, we use which. If it is where, we use where. So the same WH question we use in the indirect speech also. Next is the yes or no type. If it is yes or no type of question in the direct speech, we use either if or whether. Next, the connector for imperative sentence. In imperative also we have two types of imperative. One is the positive sentence and the other one is the negative sentence. If it is a positive sentence, we use to. The connector for positive sentence is to, and for the negative sentence it is not to. The next one is, that is the last one, is the exclamatory sentence. For the exclamatory sentence, the connector is that. Well, friends, we understood that when we change direct speech to indirect speech, there is change in tenses, change in verbs, and certain verbs regarding time should be changed. We also learned the connectors for the four kinds of sentences. On certain situations, there is no change in tenses. We shall discuss this in the next video. Kindly subscribe and hit on the notification bell icon. Give a thumbs up and thanks for watching.